Hey everyone, it's your buddy Crypto Profit back with another video, and today we're going to be talking about Vechain. So we see at this 18-cent mark a 3% decrease in the last 24 hours. We saw a lot of movement in the last week, obviously pretty much for the negative. For pretty much every coin, we saw very large decreases in this last week with double market dips here, and it's really going to make a lot of coins struggle to get those green numbers back. I think we will see Vechain really make a full recovery here very soon. We were pretty close. Vechain's been doing very good. It's been very stable. We went all the way down to this 13 cents, and we've recovered since then. We've made it all the way to even 20 cents a couple times, and I think we are going to get back to that 20-cent level. But a lot of coins are still struggling, and I think Vechain will figure it out here soon, and I think we'll continue to see that market cap incline and the volume as well. We see the market cap at $11.6 billion right now. We also see the volume in the last 24 hours at that 1.7 billion, and the circulating supply at 64.3 billion VET. So before we get started, I do want to say, guys, we talk about Vechain quite a lot on this channel. So if you guys like Vechain, make sure to subscribe to the channel, turn notifications on. We give pretty much daily updates on Vechain because we know how big this coin means to a lot of people and how much it has for huge potential in the future. A lot of people holding this coin because there's really no reason not to. The real world use behind this coin, the ideas, the use cases, the utility, everything that brings about Vechain is good. So let's talk about now. Vechain is a cryptocurrency and smart contracts platform focused on supply chain management. It allows manufacturers to add sensors such as RFID tags to their products that can then record data onto the Vechain blockchain. So in the last month, we do still see a 111% increase, which is pretty massive. And if we continue to think about some of the things that may be coming, and this includes things like that DHL partnership possibility that we've talked about. They announced a partnership coming, and they've talked about it being, in two areas that, I guess, Singapore and U.S. They talked about it being in the Singapore and U.S. being an announcement for DHL. And the Vechain has offices, obviously, in the United States, and they also have offices in Singapore. So we could definitely see Vechain partnering up with DHL. That'd be a long shot if we could get that. Obviously, they also talk about how it's a new era of logistics, and this is obviously a new era of logistics with crypto being involved. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully that's what happens. But we also have another rumor about Coinbase listings coming. So we'll continue to monitor those two rumors. We've talked about them in the last couple of videos, so we're not going to go into too much detail in this one. But I do want to talk more about a few things. So first off, we have Professor SD. He talks about how Vechain VET is so strong that $1 to 3.5 is an easy target here. But why? 1 million TXS is partner at any soon. China has carbon neutral in 5 plans, very big. In 5 years plan, very big. Coinbase listing soon, which I agree that I think that is coming. You have to realize Coinbase is listing a lot of coins, so I don't think the effects will be as big as they were previously. Obviously, kind of the more supply, the less demand sort of deal there, or I guess the more supply, the less of a boost we're going to see. So number 4, BYD, BMW, and Bayer coming live soon. We have the Cyprus-like vaccine passport in EU countries soon as well. So he continues to think that VET is going to make its way easily to that $1, $3.05, or sorry, $3.50 as well. So I think that's a reasonable price target. And we're going to talk about our price target and our price prediction at the end of this video. So make sure to stick around. We're going to talk about our price predictions for April, May, and 2021. Jumping into our next article, it's going to be Vechain is gaining popularity as dual crypto and logistics blockchain solution. So if you guys don't know, obviously a lot of people talking about Vechain. It is definitely gaining popularity. People definitely talking about what Vechain has to offer and why it's such a big coin. We've seen it actually bounce back from this crypto market crash very well. Much better than things like Theta, much better than things like even probably Chainlink. Chainlink's a great coin, and Vechain bounced back probably faster, a little bit higher, and we're continuing to see that. We see Vechain at 18 cents right now, and I think a lot of people are kind of like, they understand that Vechain's going to bounce back, so they're not too worried about Vechain. There's certain coins you'll be worried about when you invest and you see, dips. Vechain isn't one of them because it's a coin that, like I said, holds real world value. There's reasons to hold it. There's use cases behind it. There's utility. There's projects and updates coming. There's big partnerships coming. There's big potential behind Vechain, and a lot of people understand that and are not worried because of that. But there's a lot of information here. I won't go over everything here. But if you go to Vechain is gaining popularity as a dual crypto and logistics blockchain solution, that's pretty much what it covers here in this article published on April 22nd. So they do talk about basically how VeChain's growing in massive numbers, and we continue to see a lot of people investing in things like VeChain and crypto altogether. So let's give it a refresh here and get our most recent price on VeChain. And before we do our price predictions for April, May in 2021, I do want to say, guys, I am not a financial advisor, so always do your own research before investing. It's very important to understand that there is a very volatile market out there, so we could continue to see more dips here in the future. So only invest what you really can afford to lose is my my go-to. So right now we see that 3.04% decrease in the last 24 hours. I could easily see us, making our way back up to 20 cents here in just the next couple hours alone. I think Vechain's a coin that, like I said, won't last below 20 cents too much longer. I think everyone understands what Vechain offers. We see that $11.6 billion market cap right now. You have to realize as well, some people buying in at that lucky that lucky 13 cents may have taken profits and decided to just rebuy in, at this next dip. And, we're going to have profit takers throughout the entirety of the cryptoverse. So we're going to see that, as a common thing to where we, bounce back up, and we'll come right back down just a little bit because there will be some profit takers from the dip. That's no problem. We're at 18 cents, and I think we'll get right back to 20 cents, like I said, in a couple hours. So market cap right now at that 11.6 billion. That's actually fairly low. I think we could continue to see that grow, and because of that, there's going to be some good numbers for VeChain in 2021. So let's talk about April. By the end of April, where do we see VeChain? Well, VeChain could be many places, obviously, but I think it'll be right by its previous all-time high. Our previous all-time high is right around 27, 28 cents, if you guys didn't know. I think VeChain is going to be right around that. I'm hoping for a 26 cent VeChain at the end of the year. At the end of this April, I could hope for VeChain to be above 26 cents, right around 26 cents. By the end of the year, we're going to see much higher than 26 cents, hopefully. So by the end of May, we are going to continue to grow. I think VeChain is going to continue to grow. 11.6 billion market cap is very low for something like VeChain. And I continue to think that, by the end of May, we will easily see at least a 40 to 45 cent VeChain. I think that's definitely a possibility. And do remember, guys, to try to keep these price predictions as realistic, reasonable, and as honest with you guys as possible. So conservative price predictions are what I go for. So 40 to 45 cents by the end of May is definitely a realistic spot for me. Going into the end of 2021, obviously it depends a lot on, these partnerships that we've been talking about. DHL, that'd be massive. We would see insane increases right after that. Same with Coinbase listing. That would be massive for VeChain. If we continue to see these kind of things pop out, I think we're on a great path for huge things. And I think VeChain, a lot of VeChain holders at least, understand that VeChain's a coin that's worth holding because there's such big potential in it. So if you don't reach maximum potential, you're still going to have good profits. And I think if you reach maximum potential, we're going to be right around a couple different marks. So we're easily going to be past $1. I think $2 to $3 to $4 to $5 is a reasonable price prediction. Between 2 to 5, if anyone says between 2 to 5, I think that's reasonable. I think it's going to be anywhere between those that range. Really, 1 to 5 is fine as well. If you want to go a little bit more conservative, say $1 to $5. A price prediction for the end of 2021. I know it's very wide, but it really does, like I said, depend on quite a bit of things. So it could depend on the partnerships that we actually get. If there's, no partnerships from here on out, we don't hear any big news, you're going to have a lower price range for sure. But based on the price chart, based on the price analysis, as well as the, the use cases behind it, the vision of the team, I think this is easily going to make its way to a $3 to $4 to $5 coin. So we'll continue to watch VeChain and see where it goes. It's definitely one we take a look at quite a lot on this channel. So if you guys wanted to learn more about VeChain, make sure to subscribe to the channel, turn notifications on, and like the video. Thank you guys so much. I'll see you all in the next one.